let's go to the laboratory. Actually, different equipments are put in different rooms to get the final results, but I can show you the normal lab atmosphere and room. We are not gonna go because those are very expensive equipments and highly taken care of specific people. So let's go inside. This is laboratory and I belong to here. Wow. Okay, the first one is my desk where I do my experiments. He's my fellow. Nothing, I'm just filming. Okay. It's so crowded and nobody cleaned actually because it's weekend. Everybody was busy with their work. And let's go into a special room which we call culture room. And we do cell cultures. There are different fridges set on different temperature to save our reagents, different antibodies or different products related to research, like minus 5.1, supposedly it's minus 4. See, minus 25, and there is a floor where the temperature is minus 80. If we wanna save things for more than 6 months, we store over there. Otherwise we keep in minus 25. It's okay for a week or 15 days. Okay, let's go inside. Nitrogen cylinders. We save our tissues, cells. Normally we save in the form of cells. We extract cells and then we make different copies. We passage them and we save over here. These are like liquid nitrogen cylinders, just like make the clouds if I open, and frost. Oh my gosh. To keep this balance, we have the gases. Okay, this is like incubators. Set temperature minus 37, where we can keep the cells for the experiments. These we call the culture tables, and of course the microscope, the basic thing. Let's on this. This is called UV blue light. We run it for half an hour before we do the experiment to clear up everything, to sanitize it. This is small table, I don't like it. This is the inside. We don't bring things from out of the room to inside the room. So this is marking, like you can see my name over here, man, yes, and my reagents, of course. I have so many. So I'm gonna go to do some experiment with the cell culture and change their medium. It's kind of food. Here we warm up our stuff before we use, to warm up to a normal temperature, which is like 37. And we normally use cells because our body temperature is around 37, normal body temperature. So we keep our liquids like media, which we use to feed the cells, at this temperature before we put, and we freeze it again to store, centrifuge. This is where our life is right now. Being a doctor was different. Being a researcher, it's kind of different. So yes, from inside out, it's a glass portion. I can see outside. Yes. I'm not saying I totally like it or dislike it, but it's kind of new world. If you're gonna proceed, you have the passion for science, for discovering something new, then you probably gonna choose this part. And in China, actually, you work on the both side. Being a clinician, you have to do some research in the lab, and probably the potent portion is lab research, not related to collection of data and publishing papers. I already published my paper in American Journal of Translational Medicine for my graduation. So in this part, as I told, in the D block, these are rooms they call restroom, but actually these are study rooms. While we are done with the experiment or we have to study, so we come to these rooms, study rooms. See, these rooms belong to my department. And yeah, for one experimental result, machines are over here. This is my fellow. Hey Kate, hi. So she's analyzing some experimental results called MTT, some other things. I think everybody heard about the qPCR. Actually, this is the machine to bring the qPCR results, like we do in hepatitis, and even in this COVID, we were doing this qPCR thing. This is the machine, very expensive. So as I told you, there are so many different rooms for different resulting equipments.